Hey, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to show you how I get my brows to look like I have brows, okay? How I make them look thick, because so many of you guys have asked me in the comments, what are you doing? Why are your brows so thick? Are you using brow gel or brow serum? No, look at my brows. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to do one brow and then the other so you can kind of see the difference. And we are going to get right into the video. There's a couple things that you're going to need for this, okay? You don't have to get these brands, okay? But I'm going to show you what I'm using, okay? Because you guys know I'm not like, you have to have this, you have to have that. No, I'm not like that here. Okay, but what you do have to do is you have to get a pencil that's shaped like this. Now this one is from Tom Ford, and I'm going to tell you, I love it. I used to use the one from Chanel, and I still do like that one, but I started using this one. I'm just really, really liking this. One of the things I like is you get a refill with it. So it's really nice. I like that they actually get a refill. So when you run out of this, you got another one already. And then when you go through the refill, like and I haven't even used the refill yet. Okay. I've had this for several months now. I'm trying to think. I feel like I've had this 4 or 5 months now. And I use it daily. Okay. So this is what it looks like. One, it's got this, which honestly, I don't really like it. I like something better than this, but it's okay. But this is it. So if you don't want to get this brand, what you want to do is you want to look for a pencil that's like this. Do you see how it's shaped like that? That makes it super easy to do your brows. Forget the little pointy thing. I used to use that too. Unless you're doing the little hairs, forget about it, okay? This is going to make it, you're going to do your brows and bing, bang, boom, okay? The other thing you want to get, now I love this one. You don't have to have this one, but I've had this for a while. I don't even know, honestly, if they still sell this, okay? But this is from Chanel. Is it starting to get wiped off already? Rubbed off, the Chanel? Probably, because I've had it for a while. You get the spoolie on one end, and then you get this nice, I know one of the hairs is out of place. We're going to ignore that. But what I like about it is it's not a really rough, like it's really soft. So we're going to use this, both ends we're going to use, okay? So I love this. This is part of it, okay? Again, you don't have to get that. Get something similar, okay? And the other thing that I use is this, and this is from Charlotte Tilbury. I remember testing this out, I don't know how many years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and I hated it. But now I learned how to use it and I really like it. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows, and what I love about this is you'll add a little bit of color, kind of thickens them a little bit, okay? And the applicator is wonderful. See how little that is? You have so much more control. I tried one from Chanel and I didn't like it because I just felt like it's too thick. I used to use the one too from Gimme Brows. I used to use a Benefit. I used to like that one. I like this one better. It's been a repurchase for me. Okay, so have a mirror that's close to you, like a close-up, because we need to see close-up. I know we don't like to see ourselves all the time close-up in the mirror, but it's okay. All right. And then you want to have something that's a little distance from you too, because we need to get those two perspectives, okay? Because close up you might be like, oh, it looks good, and then you're like, oh, it looks crooked. So you need to have that. Two, they're not going to match exactly, and it's okay, all right? So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush here, and I'm just going to brush this up like this. That's how I do it. Just like that. Okay, and this is where, by the way, this is when you're going to notice that you have some hairs in your tweet. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that. I see a couple right here that I need to get. So now I'm going to start using this pencil. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to hold it. See, I'm holding it. We want to hold it. You see how I'm holding it? So the biggest side is on this end, and that kind of slants down. That's how you want to hold it. You want to make sure that the angle, the taller angle of this pencil okay? We want that to be on the top part of our brow. So you don't want to do it upside down. This is the way you want to hold it. And what I do is I will start right here where my brows start, and I will just really gently start making a little guide. See that already? It's like that. Now we're going to flip it over so that bigger angle again is on that side, okay? And now we're going to just lightly, and we're going right where our hairs, like right where our brow is. I'm not going outside of it, I'm going right on it. And I'm doing little strokes, and I'm just following my brow. And you can see already the difference. Now I'm going to go on top and do the same thing. I'm just going right on it. I'm not making it any bigger. I'm just following my own brow. Now I'm going to start to do the inside part, and you can hold it the same way that you were holding it, you know, tracing it. And I'm just making little strokes, just like that. See, and I have a mirror here, and I have a mirror here, so I can see if something's off. Now I'm going to take my Chanel brush, and now I want to just really lightly, I want to start to blend that, because I don't want it to look like I drew my brows on. I want it to look as natural as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing all over and wipe this off. And then I'll flip this over and just kind of lightly brush it up here. Just make sure it's all blended. So that's really what I'm using this for, is to blend it all in. Because if somebody was standing next to me, I don't want it to look like I just went and drew my brows. I want it to look as natural as possible. So again, I'm just really lightly blending them in. And if you feel like, oh no, I did too much, it's okay, just add some more if you kind of over blended them, okay? You don't want to over blend it, but you want it to be enough that it just looks soft. See how that looks close up? It's going to blend it just a little bit more. Okay, so before I get to the brow, let me just do this. Now we're going to take this. This is the Legendary Brow. And I'll start right here on my middle part right here, like right in the center of it, and just really lightly do little strokes. And then I'll start going towards the front. And the reason that I do that is because if you start right here, sometimes a lot of product will come out and then it'll look too dark there. So it looks a little bit more natural when it's the darker is a little bit more at the end of the brow than the beginning. And I'm just blending it in. Sorry if that got blurry. It's because I guess I had the mirror up in my face, but I can't see. See the difference between without any mascara? I mean, look at how that frames my eye. Brows are so important, you guys. Brows are important. And I know it looks like I have like thick, but I literally I'm just outlining it right here where it actually is. Look at the difference. Crazy. Okay, so let's do the other side. We'll do it together. So again, I'm just going to go like this. Same thing. And don't ever do this either, because you're going to be heavy. Got to back that hand up. We're going to do really light strokes. My stomach is growling already. I don't know why. Stop growling. I'll fix it. I know I'm doing the top part instead of the bottom first. It doesn't matter if you do the top first or the bottom. It doesn't matter. So see, I'm just really outlining where my hairs are. I'm not like making it wider, it's actually where they are, but because my hairs are so blonde, you don't see it, and it just looks like I have little, looks like they're little. This one looks kind of crazy, but we're gonna fix it. We do want to blend because we don't want it to look again like we drew them on. So one more thing about brows. If you don't want to use something that is tinted, where'd I have it? Where'd you go? If you don't want to use something that's tinted like this, you can just use a clear gel. I used to use it for years. I actually have a clear gel, and once in a while I'll use it. But I like this because, again, it adds just a little bit more color. I feel like that's what adds to my brows looking a little thicker, if you will. But that's what I do, you guys. I have not been using any growth serum on my brows. I guess I could. I just don't remember to do it at nighttime. I put it on my eyelashes, but I have not been doing it on my brows. But that is what I've been doing. And yeah, I think my brows look really good. I'm not into getting my brows microbladed or anything like that. I just don't want to do that. I think it looks great, and I see a lot of people do that. I just don't want to do anything that's going to be high maintenance. And if you don't like how somebody does it, you're pretty much stuck with it. And it's just you're getting it tattooed on, and I'm just not a fan of that myself. I'd rather just put my brows on myself. And the key again is to using a like that, a pencil. Why can't I speak? I don't know what I got over my hand, so let's ignore that. I must have touched something on my table. But anyways, you just want to make sure that you're getting a pencil like that, okay? A pencil like that. Doesn't have to be a Tom Ford one. Tom Ford one, the color I wear is the color taupe. I will put all the details below if you guys want to check out anything. And if I can still find this one, I'll put it below. No pressure, though. You guys know I'm not like, you need to have this, need to have that. Like, I don't do that on my channel. That's why I get offended when once in a while I have somebody say, well, I can't afford that, but I never told you you needed to buy it. I don't do that on my channel. I never do that. I don't do that. Sorry. Nope, I don't do that here. So I share what I use because I'm being honest. This is what I use, but I'm never going to be like, you need this. You know, no, honey, I don't do that. Okay. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Bye.